let's do a commentary type video. Over the past couple of years, the internet has seen a lot of different types of content. I mean, from the brain rot, from the memes, to downright fascism. Okay, let's not talk about that. But through all this, there's two new phenomena which is very interesting to me. One is the self-improvement artist, and another one is the philosophy bros. People start off as the self-improvement artist, and then they grow into a philosophy bro, right? This is the transformation. When in 2023 I started self-improvement for the first time, and I took it so seriously, for the first 2-3 months it was absolutely fine. Is the board damaged? Have I really damaged the board? For the first 2-3 months, everything was fine. I was waking up early, I was working out, and I was putting on some actual muscle. Like, I'm not kidding. Right now, I'm not being able to work out every single day because some days I have to skip my workouts for making videos on YouTube. And so you can see like my arms are still thin. But back then, I started getting on some serious muscle. Serious for me, okay? I did not get jacked or anything, but I will remember this day till my deathbed, bro. Like, I went to a doctor to get a doctor's certificate. Like, when you try and join a swimming club, they will try to get a doctor's certificate out of you so that the doctor basically like says that you are fit for swimming. So I went to a doctor, the local doctor. He knew my family, like we live in the same locality. I went to him and he told me, have you been working out? And I flustered and I smiled. I was like, yeah, a little bit. But dude, like that made me so happy. And that one moment till this date has made me feel that self-improvement is worth it. So whatever, like for the first 2-3 months, things were going pretty good. But then after that, I started getting deep into this analog lifestyle, right? So, okay, don't get me wrong here. I am still in the analog lifestyle. I'm still using a dumb phone as my regular. But back then, I set up a very weird rule for myself. I started getting obsessed with this idea of purpose. What's the purpose of your life? And I just became so madly obsessed with the idea that I was like, okay, any kind of desire that I feel is gonna block me from my purpose. That is just dumb, isn't it? Like, I remember watching a random video, like I don't remember from where the video was, but the video explained how to find your purpose. And that dude was like, each and every desire that you feel is gonna determine whether you are moving towards your purpose or away from it. If the desires that you feel and act upon are not aligned with your purpose, then you're moving further away from it, vice versa. It sounded deep, it sounded like good advice, but the thing is, it's just common sense. It is just common sense. Like, if you have a desire and you know it's against your purpose, of course it's going to deflect you from the purpose. But the way these philosophy bros online say it, it makes so much sense. I hate philosophy bros, man. Like, I hate that entire phenomena. So I got deep into this finding your purpose type of a journey, and then I made a very weird rule for myself. No screens. No screens. So not even a dumb phone. You see like what am I hinting at when I say like I became an idiot? I was like, no, nothing, no screens, no intentional screen watching. Like if I'm crossing the road and there's like a LED little advertisement board there, fine. Like I can excuse myself for that, but never excuse myself for watching TV. No screens at all. Not even my mother's phone. Nothing. And sure, yeah, I had some benefits. Like I actually managed to reverse some of my myopia. So these glasses are prescription glasses. I actually managed to reverse some of that. I used to like look at the sunrise every single morning, work out on the terrace above this, right? In the sunrise. Health benefits were there, but I failed to realize that among all this self-improvement, social skills is also a massive part of self-improvement. Why did I not do it? Because I ignored it because it was uncomfortable. Upgrading your social skills is uncomfortable. And I was like, no, I'm just going to work on myself. I'm going to create the garden and the butterflies will just come, right? I absolutely hate this exact statement these days. Like, create the garden and the butterflies will come in. Doesn't make sense. You're going to create the garden in the middle of a mesa biome. No butterflies are going to come. The camel is going to eat up all your grass. You are making growth in the wrong place. You're making growth in the wrong direction if you are running away from the things which are beyond your comfort zone. I remember in 2023, I had this one friend group. One, two, three, yeah, four guys. Okay, we were like four guys, and two of them were basically like perfect Jeffries. Okay, they were Jeffries. One of them was a little bit of a philosophy bro. Okay, I think deeply, bro. I've got a high level intelligence. Shut up, bro. Like, accept that you are dumb. I will be I'm raising my hand right now. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that I have a subpar quality of brain. Genuinely, I have a subpar brain. And that is why I focus so much on making videos for the bros, because these complex topics have baffled me for so long, and I have had to learn each and every detail that I can about these topics and watch a bunch of videos, do a bunch of research, maybe use AI even to understand. After understanding the topics, then I'm like, okay, we can explain this in simple words. But these philosophy bros have a weird kind of ego. They have this, yeah, I'm better than you kind of a situation. They will actively tell you that, oh yeah, you should never think that you are better than yourself. But then if anybody tries to bring up a counter to their argument, they're not going to take it. They're going to be like, okay, you are a subpar intelligence person. I actually think deep. So whatever, let's get back to my story. First 2-3 months were fine, but then I got obsessed with purpose. What happened then? Quitting screens, still you could say that it was okay. What's wrong with that? I actually went deeper and deeper and deeper into this. Eventually, what I did was basically separate myself from my 4-person friend group, sat literally intentionally in the corner of the class and refused to talk to anybody. Because with each conversation that I do, I could be moving further away from my purpose. I don't know what my purpose is, and each conversation that I do could move me away from my purpose. So let's stop the damage, right? This is such stupid, like I am cringing inside my head right now, thinking about my past self, and every time I do. Because this is so stupid. Like, if you don't know your purpose, why are you separating yourself away from your friends? Like, it does not make sense. You are just trying to escape discomfort. That is it. So I remember I literally made a separate journal. I used to carry a separate notebook to my school. And in there, I used to make a list of, this is the desire that I felt today. And while writing it, I would like feel deep. A couple of days ago, actually, like the reason why this topic is in my head right now, a couple of days ago, I just like randomly found that notebook and I cringed so hard. In that notebook, I literally wrote, I felt this desire to talk to this girl. Why did I feel this desire? Blah, 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 blah. Is it because she's pretty? Is it because she has a lot of friends and you don't? Of course you don't have friends. Like, what do you mean? I literally used to make it a separate journal where I used to like write every single desire. I felt the desire to drink water. I felt the desire to look at the board. Is it aligned with my purpose, bro? Like, why? I was the prime example of what a philosophy bro's target audience is. Every philosophy bro wants an idiot who just watches his content, doesn't question anything except himself. Which is so stupid when you think about it. In other words, basically, I was on this transformation. Let me write it down actually, because I want to use the board, right? I had already become this self-improvement artist. But now, when I did that separate journaling thing and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and search my purpose, bro. I went on this transformation of self-improvement artist to philosophy, bro. Yeah, I've used the board now. And I hate that noise. But when did the breaking point come? When did I transform into a version which is more currently aligned to my beliefs right now? It was surprisingly enough at that exact moment. When I was writing it, there was a particular side of my head, like inside my head, there was something that was like, why are you doing this? Like, this doesn't even make sense. You don't know your purpose. So what are you optimizing for when you say, I am moving away from my purpose if I talk to other people? And so I continued that literally for like 3 or 4 days, and I was like, okay, fine, I'm tired. I want to talk with my friends. I want to have fun. Screw philosophy. Now, don't get me wrong here. I love philosophy. Okay? I think philosophy is something which is absolutely important, like super important in this world. And I myself have made a bunch of videos on philosophical content. Seriously, I have literally been baffled by so many of these philosophy bros making complex videos and using complex storylines to tell you, oh, Sisyphus did this and the Greek god said this. All of these ideas were very new, very nascent to me. Why? Because, as I said, I have a subpar brain. And so I literally, for each and every single video, I did separate research. I tried to learn it before making the videos, right? And no, none of these philosophy bros would do it. None of these philosophy bros would actually want to explain any philosophical topic in simple words. They tried to, like, they seemed to find pride and joy in using complex sentences and complex words, and they still do. And this is why these people are not famous. This is why these people are hated by so many people, because they deserve to get hated on. Like, philosophy bros need to be eradicated from the internet because they feel that they are deep, but they are simply making videos for impressionable young minds and getting them away from the gym, getting them away from simple habits like meditation. My meditation works better. It's a more philosophically aligned framework. Like, shut up, bro. Shut up. Every time I go onto Discord, see, like, I've joined a bunch of servers on Discord, all of them like dedicated to self-improvement. Apparently, I joined them and they're like, philosophy, absurdism. It's like a very complex story, and they just frame all these words in this weird, twisted kind of sense. And they're like, bro, you could say that same sentence. You just used like 25 words to describe something. You could just use a simpler example, say it in 5 words. And they get offended each and every single time I suggest something like this to them. I stopped using Discord simply because of that. Like, they just get so mad, like, what, aren't you capable of deep thinking? If you are truly intelligent, you are going to be able to explain the topics in simple words for the people who are not intelligent. I have had to use so many different sources, books, YouTube videos, so many different things to make myself understand, and still I don't understand half the topics that these guys discuss because nobody is there to explain it. Whatever I know, I have tried researching about them myself, and then now I know them. And I'm going to keep doing this, keep translating their words in simple words for people like me who have got a normal brain, who have got normal attention spans, who have got a normal IQ level. I'm not extraordinary. In fact, I'm dumber than you probably. And if I can understand when I use my own words, I hate mosquitoes. If I can understand when I say things in my own words, then probably you can too.